That's right, folks. Grab your proton packs and your slime shooters because it's Monday night. It's 8 o'clock. You know what time it is. It's time to start your week off right here on Nerd Initiative with Play for Keeps, the show. As always, my name's Off the Cuff Tom, Nerd Initiative pop culture connoisseur. And with me, he's the voice of Nerd Initiative. He's the guy that lights up my PKE meter. He's Mickey CWK Smith. What is going on, Mickey?
Man, not a whole lot. Ready to bust some ghosts.
I'll be very honest. That one I actually had sitting on the back burner all week because I'm like, I can make this extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah. No, man. Like I said, ready to do some ghost busting.
Excellent. Well, before we get to some ghosts, let's have just a quick little talk. Because we did take a week off. I was under the weather and things that happen. I'm still fighting the cold, and it's not even contra. Like it's just. Any pickups?
Yes. You know what? I got some right here. Let me see if I can wrangle them together because there's a lot of little guys here. I picked up some of the Into the Spider-Verse minifigs. We got Hobie there. We got Spider-Man, $20.99.
Right.
This is probably my fave. This is one I wanted. I got Cowboy Spider-Man with the horse.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, staying in that spider line real quick.
For Halloween, Werewolf Spider-Man. There you go. All right.
Very nice. Speaking of spiders, look what finally came in.
Oh, yes. It's in my pile of loot. Yeah.
So this bad boy's going to be going up on the stack tonight. As a matter of fact, I'm having a major office cleaning session after this. So if you know me on Discord anywhere, I'm just doing a co-working live after this. That's not a shameless plug. That is, hey, do you need work to get done? Give me a shout. While I just wallow in my office. But so all right, I gotta ask, Lego minifigs. Do you look for the codes? Do you do you cheat, or do you just
Yeah, buddy. I got that app. I forgot what it's called. Brick something.
Wait, there's an app.
Yeah, there is. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. OMG Bricks.
Okay, I know that.
You can you're not gonna be able to see it on here, but anyway, yeah, there's a minifig scanner. You can scan the QR code on the bottom to tell you exactly what it is.
Nice. For me, okay, now I will say that SKU code, they can be cross-referenced, folks, so just be very careful with that. I know that they used to print codes on them, or there were dot codes.
Yeah.
I don't know what they've got much anymore. For me, it was always the Doorables, and still this day, or back in the day, it was Tsum Tsums. Today, it's the Doorables, and there's a really great Reddit group on there, awesome group on Reddit, and someone's made this massive Google sheet that if you're in the middle of Walmart, it's just not going to freaking load because it's that big. Like you need to walk in with your laptop to. So.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's quite a bit. So that said, that's what's going on in our neck of the woods. That's what's news to us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what's going on in toy news.
Yes.
I love how we got like this orange and teal thing going, which is kind of reminiscent of the show. So
yeah,
I don't know if we planned that on purpose. I even have my holiday wreath up back here.
That's nice.
I'm just waiting for it to fall, so
yeah,
we're on the clock here.
It's a few small things that were kind of exciting to me and hopefully you and others, but McFarlane Toys kind of released some of their upcoming deluxe theatrical figures that they've been doing recently. I know Batman Returns is not everybody's flavor, but for me, I enjoyed that movie. So I'm kind of excited for that action figure.
The fact that you put Melissa Benoist, Supergirl, next to Brandon Routh just reminds me of the great crossover that they had where Brandon Routh was technically Kingdom Come suits and how he had his redemption arc, which not only redeemed Superman as a character, but I personally feel as if that was his Superman getting the redemption that he well deserved. I think he did a great job.
For sure. These were kind of 3 that I think were thrown out that are, I don't know if they're rumored or like these are definite or not. Love to see that Joker though. I have a really cool Beast Kingdom of that Joker. I don't know if I'd get another one, but still would love to see what it would look like. If it was nice, I would pick it up because I'm a big fan of the Jack Nicholson Joker from the Tim Burton Batman film.
Who is it? I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, you wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you?
I mean, have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Classic. But also, this was a pretty big deal.
Excuse me. Headphone check. Hey, you guys!
Goonies Never Say Die. This is one of those that, man, it's also like $350, I think. When it's what I believe it is. But come on, man, it's the Goonies, and you've got this whole like their whole journey to find the ship through One-Eye Willie's traps and stuff. It's a good set. It's a good set.
This is a great set, especially because you're going through, using the mold model of the sunken ship, and like, come on. I wish that there was a little bit more of the octopus, or like, we'll see some AFOLs probably come through and like make one. This would be a prime example, and I wish I had it on hand to reintroduce the Lego Dimensions. Organ would fit in here perfectly.
That was like one of the few Lego Dimensions things I bought, and it was just because of what it was. Like, I didn't care about the game itself. I was like, I got to get that.
we already talked about that.
Yeah. But yeah, man, this was a really cool set. When they revealed it, I was like, wow, this is something my wife was really interested into. And there's like, it's every character gets a Lego figure. It's not like selected ones. Like, it's all of them. All the Goonies.
The Fratellis.
The
Goonies.
Sloth. Yep.
One-Eye Willie, I'm assuming, is probably in there at the end of the table.
Yes, he is. So I know it's going to be very expensive. It's going to be $350 plus, but
I'm worth it. That is worth every single penny to me. I would absolutely get that, and then make sure that my sister-in-law, who I love dearly, is not getting it.
I'll sell one of my kids.
I watched Goonies too many times on TNT reruns.
Yeah.
Probably cool.
Well, we also got a little Mega Man action from Hiya Toys. The problem is I already have so many like Mega Man X. Well, not Mega Man X figures. I have quite a few, but I was like, man, this one looks really good. I hate to buy another one, but I might have to. It's just an epic looking dude. I'm assuming the little LED lights up on the. Oh man, come on, dude! It's just
on the X Buster. Come on.
It's.
I mean, I'm already hearing. Now, mind you, that's classic, but that's one of my favorites. There you go. There's my
guy. Hiya Toys is really cool. Their stuff's usually pretty detailed, so like, I mean, I believe these pictures look. It's going to be as good as the pictures look. Is what I'm trying to say. So, I have to think about it. Because this is really awesome.
We're always available to do toy reviews.
That's right. But that's the toys. The toy news. Excuse me.
The toy noise.
Yeah, the toy noise. Making noise out there. But here's what we're really here to talk about tonight: the Real Ghostbusters.
There is something strange in your neighborhood, so you can call
Ghostbusters.
Filmations, not whatever. Talking about those, and we're talking about the Real Ghostbusters. Continuing off the success of the first movie, back in 1986 is when the first episode aired. I believe it was. I think it was ABC. I know I think it was originally done by ABC, and I know it had traveled around just a little bit. It did run for 7 whole seasons, 140 plus episodes. It was done by Geek Entertainment because do it cheap, their model, but they did it. They made it work right. One big thing is if you haven't noticed on here, folks, the costumes are different than the movies. Do you know why?
No, I don't.
You wouldn't get them confused, really. They're all not. It would look really bad to have 4 guys running around in brown.
Well, they look physically different enough.
But still.
But yeah, for cartoon purposes, it's a good idea.
for toy resale, you don't have to always, So originally, we still have Spangler, Stans, Egon, and Winston Zedmore all there, and then the voice cast. Oh my god, the voice cast,
dude. Yeah.
Dude. All right.
Although I hated, I didn't hate, but Peter's voice was always just kind of like, okay. I don't know why his in particular was like, it's like Garfield. I was like, okay, whatever.
Well, because it was Garfield.
Yeah, I know, and I was like, it's too close to Garfield though. Like, dude, come on.
So Lorenzo Music did the voice of Bankman for seasons 1 and 2, and then Dave Coulier, was Uncle Joey, had to cut him out and take over the role. Frank Welker, famous Frank Megatron Welker, Fred from the Scooby Doo, was not only the voice of Ray, he was also the voice of Slumber.
Yep.
And then Arsenio was the original voice of Winston, and then he was replaced by Buster Jones, Laura Summer, and then Kat Saushi. Sorry, I always say that wrong. Did Janine. There's only one character that was voiced from start to end by the same actor. You know who that was?
Egon.
Done by the one and the only brain of all things, Maurice LaMarche, who went obviously to brain.
Yeah, man. That I don't have as many memories of that cartoon as I thought I did when I started sitting down thinking about it. But I just remember being really excited about it as a kid because I enjoyed the movies and the cartoon was a lot of fun. And I sat here. I actually more recently read some of the comics that came from this, which were kind of fun too. Not great, but fun. Because usually the stories were kind of, they were kid stories. They were base level. There wasn't anything deep to them at all. It might be a little bit of history, like a smidge, but not enough to really like be something special.
Can I tell you about the story that I did the Ghostbuster comic review for Nerd Initiative and what happened to it on have I told you that story before?
I don't think so.
Okay. So Frozen Empire had just come out and they did a tie-in comic.
Yeah.
And I get this gorgeous cover, and I'm just going to grab a random one.
You're fine.
Okay. Courtesy of our GEO. All right. It gets
awesome.
Cover that comes. And then I open it up and it is another artist inside. It's a little baby switch. And it's just a filler issue. And it's so bad. So you can go on certain websites like Comic Cubes or Muckrack or whatnot. You can see the general reviews, and then you will see the 3 out of 10 that I gave it, and drag everybody down.
Hey, you're just being honest.
Just being honest, man. Being honest.
Much like the movie associated with Frozen Empire. But yeah, so yeah, cartoon-wise, banging intro song.
They still use the Ray Parker Jr. theme song.
Very memorable animation and character models, obviously, and a lot of cool toys came out of it, right?
That they did, and what was really great is that this was also one of the shows that they made toys for the sake of making toys, but they also made toys that still were in the show. Yeah, which I always appreciated.
Yeah, and this was like the first wave of them here. They all came with like their little ghost. I think you could like fit them on their head or something like that. I forgot. It's been a while, but they had the cool little specific color proton packs or plasma wands, and they were cool. Like just playing with them, they were cool. I wanted them, and
Now these were all originally made by Kenner, which is now so you can nowadays get them in your 6-inch size, and Hasbro nowadays is reignited the Kenner line.
They have
back these classic figures. So if you did get a chance to grab them when you were a kid, you can get them now.
I picked up all 4, I think, in Target when they released, only to find them like months later in Ollie's. I was like, how did these end up in Ollie's?
Which ones? The Plasma series or the remakes?
The remakes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, fair enough. But what this was just kind of one of those things. But the coolest things to me were like these transforming ghosts, monsters that they came out with, where they were kind of like if you remember the Power Rangers would flip heads. You kind of do the same thing with them, and they would turn into a ghost or a monster, like maybe their chest would drop down, and it would be like a mouth, or like the mailman there, like his eyes were his pockets, and they were just so cool. Like I had a few of those. I think I had a policeman too, kind of did like that. I thought they were really cool. I like toys like that. They would kind of transform in a way, but very simply. It had a lot of cool play value, and they were cool outside of Ghost. They didn't even have to be Ghostbusters. If they were named something else, I would still like those toys and want to have them when I was a kid.
You know, the fright features, which we're seeing here too, because you had the haunted humans and then you had the fright features. The fright features were great because they had that cartoon design. You had the jaw would drop down, the eyes would pop out.
I had that Venkman, and I just for hours making his eyes pop out, just for fun, like, pop, pop. But I really enjoyed that part of the Ghostbusters toys. I had a lot of joy out of those, a lot of good memories out of those, and that also went over to like some of the ghosts and monsters, like the
Fearsome Flush, dude.
Yeah, man, that was great.
And that's just a great transforming toy. Like we did a whole episode just on transforming toys in franchises. That's a prime example of one thing that looks like another thing.
Yeah. They came out with a lot of like ghosts and monsters and things, which I appreciated, as I already kind of noted that. But that was the cool thing about the toy line, is it wasn't just the Ghostbusters and like, accessories to them. Of course, you had Slimer and Stay Puft, but you also had all these other monsters that I'm assuming most of them probably appeared on the cartoon show. I don't remember off the top of my head. I bet some of them were original models too that maybe didn't.
Some of them didn't.
Yeah. So I always appreciated those. Those were cool. Those were actually toys that I did have. And I remember growing up not even knowing what they were from, some of them, those transforming monsters, until later. Like, oh, this was a Ghostbusters toy. Okay, cool. I get it now.
Yeah, I didn't have very many Ghostbusters. I think at this point I was still real heavy on Tron, Legos, Mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly don't think I had any Ghostbusters.
I mean, this was 86 to like 90, I think, is kind of the run they had.
Yeah, like so you were like 2, I was like 6.
I mean, this was cool. I think when this was huge, I was kind of into like the Disney mornings, like Gummy Bears and stuff like that. So, and Winnie the Pooh. This was a nice.
Wait, Winnie the Pooh? You mean like the recent interview that I had with voice legend Jim?
Yeah, exactly.
Winnie the Pooh? That is a shameless self-promotion. I'm sorry, folks. I was so proud of that.
On YouTube, on Nerd Initiative YouTube right now.
I'm going to ride that one probably till the end of the year.
You should. You should. But this was a nice balance to those like kind of kiddie cartoons I was probably watching at this time. Oh, Ghostbusters. It's kind of like a nice little kind of a mix too, because they were kind of childish. But
and like some of the big bads in this show, you had the Boogeyman, you had Sam Hain, you had Sandman of all things. And they got dark at some points until one of the original producers left, and that's when the show was rebranded as Slimer and the Ghostbusters, and it turned totally into a kid show.
Yeah.
And just so you know, folks, we're not going to cover Extreme Ghostbusters.
No.
We are just talking about our childhoods tonight. We are nostalgia-rific. So
yeah.
Don't
but speaking of monsters, and we would have had some Universal monsters last week if we weren't under the weather, but they made their way into Ghostbusters toys as well. I figured we could throw them out there, Not all of them. We got Mummy and Dracula and Frankenstein and the Wolfman, but we also have Quasimodo, which is kind of cool.
The obvious open, available freebie ones.
But yeah. So, I mean, they were covering all their bases. Big monsters, little monsters. Monsters were a big deal. Not so much ghosts. Well, kind of, but they really focused on monsters. But you can't have Ghostbusters without ectoplasm and
Ooh,
goo and
yeah.
slime and gross stuff. They sold this stuff in like every color too. Like it was like pink, purple, green,
I
yellow.
didn't know that.
This
No.
was the stuff that was not allowed in the house. But yeah, they came with these like snot monsters that, oh man, it's fun until you have to clean it up. As we've said many times before, this gimmick always shows up in toy lines about 3 to 4 waves down. Let's throw some slime in there. He-Man, Ninja Turtles, all of it.
He-Man had it?
Yeah. They had like the little the
Yeah.
Hordak
Yeah.
thing that would like, yeah, it was gross. The only one I was ever able to have as a kid was the turtle one because it was such a big deal to me. So I begged for that one. But otherwise, this stuff would not have made it in my house. Yeah. You don't. Parents out there get it. They get it.
Yeah, no. But I love how they molded, especially Squisher there, that it's a whole thing that you could put because we had what, 3 3/4 inch, so they were still the scale with your mask figures, your GI Joes. Yeah,
it was. They did a good job of that with like making things interactive in a way where like, oh, it's eating your Ghostbuster and it's like getting gross slime all over it, and just like in the show when they kind of escape, they're like gooey, gross.
I got slime.
That's the best part of the ghosts, man, is the ectoplasm, right? Also the weapons. You gotta have a proton pack.
So the proton packs, if you had one, you were the king of the neighborhood.
Yeah, I didn't have one.
We had 2 of them in our neighborhood.
Nice.
One of them wasn't mine. Yes, sir.
I did have that Ghost Popper. That was I put it up here because that's kind of the only one I could get.
And Nerf doesn't make anything like that anymore.
No.
Give me something like that.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they make that?
I don't know. They made all kinds of wands and water guns, and they made all kinds of stuff for Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters, that was like weapons against ghosts, whatever it may be, grabbers, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And of course the ghost trap is I associate the ghost trap more than anything with Ghostbusters. Like it's the most iconic accessory, or like, I don't know what you would call it, tool of the Ghostbusters for me. When I think of that, I think about the ghost trap. Roll that sucker out, hit the switch, open it up, suck the ghost in. That was always the exciting part for me. Still is. Yeah. But one of the most, 2 of the most iconic things. We're going to do one at a time here, though. But Ecto 1 was a big deal, right? They were the real Ghostbusters. You had Ecto 2, which was like their flyer. They're kind of like their air mobile, I guess you would call it, where they could get around the city when they couldn't get through traffic or something like that. That was a cool addition to me. I would have liked to see something like that in the movie.
Now, if I remember correctly, Ecto 2 was not only just a helicopter, wasn't it attached to wasn't that like the turtle flyer, like the turtle blimp? Or was it just the whirly bird?
I think it was kind of like a motorcycle that could take off and fly. You know what I mean? It's kind of like one of those like tricycles.
The technical term is an autogyro.
Autogyro, there you go.
Mm-hmm. And then did you know that there was an Ecto 3? There was no toy ever made from it.
What?
But it literally was a
oh.
unit. Yep, there was an Ecto 3 that was a compact motorized unicycle with a sidecar that slips into the secret compartment of Ecto 1's rear fender.
Okay. Oh, man.
Yeah, I was that kid that remembered that. Like, I was waiting for this just to talk about Ecto 3.
Ecto 3. I like it. We need more Ectos. I want a whole line, a whole fleet of Ectos, different kinds of vehicles. That's what I want.
I mean, okay, so all right, let's fan cast this one real quick. What would we make Ecto 4.
Monster truck.
No, I would say a ghost boat.
A boat?
A boat.
Okay.
Somebody's got to help pull in the Titanic.
That's true. That's true.
Titanic, Lusitania, pirate ships. I mean,
that's a good idea.
Okay.
I like it.
5, a vertical lift cargo plane.
Oh, I was gonna think of like a biplane, like the tailspin plane, or the one that's on water.
Okay, so like a seaplane.
Yeah.
I'm thinking bigger, so that way it's also like a mobile command unit, and you can take it
Okay.
around and use it. You don't have to be based in New York.
Yeah. That's not bad. I can see that.
This is why I'm an ideas
guy. For sure.
Thank you. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. The firehouse.
The Holy Grail. I actually saw one of these last weekend. I think it was last weekend.
How much?
I didn't look and I didn't ask. We were out of town. We went to Busch Gardens and stayed the night. And the next day, we just kind of like hung around shopping on the way home or whatever. And I found this really cool toy store, Bella's toy store or something like that. I forgot, somewhere in Virginia. I think it's Chesapeake. Stopped in. I was like, let me check it out. Had some really cool stuff. More new stuff than I would have liked. I was looking for more like retro old stuff. But she had one of these up high with like the works just about. And I was like, man, it's a thing of beauty. It wasn't in great condition, but it was good enough. Oh, Daniel, you still have the firehouse? Oh, man. I got to see pictures.
And it's missing everything, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
For you to find one of these, all right, I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look up how much a original.
That means it was loved and played with, and that's important to me. Because if I had half of my stuff, it wouldn't have anything with them, no accessories. Ninja Turtles were missing their belts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. So there is one that sold. Okay, so it ended. I don't know if it sold. Just
I'm gonna say
a week ago on the eBays.
It's what was its condition?
Firehouse Headquarters 1987 Real Ghostbusters Kenner complete with box.
With box.
With box.
$400.
Keep going.
What? 600.
Keep going.
I'm out. Is it over 1,000?
735.
735. Okay. Golly.
Now I see some other ones on here. 719, 399, but it's missing Slimer. Another one that's like about 400. But plus shipping on these are crazy. So that's just general market. That's what we're looking
at. Right. I can't imagine. I know it was like I said, it's a grail though. It's a big deal if you were a Ghostbusters kid or an adult. Having these. Yeah, man. I mean, I can't think of any other Ghostbuster Firehouse playsets that were made for other than that. That might be the only one.
Well, if I remember correctly, we did talk about this on another episode that the Firehouse mold looked like it was used for another toy set.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Which show it was.
I don't remember either, but definitely because they would have reused it a few times, more than likely.
Yeah,
I bet it was more than once. But I do remember it. I do remember on an episode I was talking about that though. We were like, man, that looks just like the Ghostbusters Firehouse.
Mm-hmm. For those of you avid watchers of the show, no problem. If you decide to go back and rewatch all of our episodes,
yeah, let us know.
Go keep the receipts for us.
Man, there's an Imaginext Firehouse that looks a lot like this too.
Oh wow. And you know what's funny? As many years I've gone to New York for Comic-Con, I never ever get a chance to go up to Firehouse number 8 because it is still a working firehouse.
Yeah. I see people take pictures of it, post them, and I'm like, man, I'm jealous. I never been out there.
Yep. Usually when I go for New York, it is the trip to Midtown Comics and Times Square, because that's the annual journey.
You know what it was?
What episode was it?
Police Academy toys.
Thank you. I knew it had to be something, like that.
It was the Police Academy place. I don't know if it was the academy or the police station, but it was legitimately just like this.
Yeah, police station. They took out a lot of floor and made it smaller.
That's funny. Yeah.
This looks familiar. What we talked about before because it looked familiar somewhere else.
Yeah. But with all toy lines, eventually things get kind of weird and they start just throwing stuff at the wall, see what sticks, and you get all these special different ability Batmans like we've talked about before.
Say the B word. Variants.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of when you know a toy line's dying. This is when they start doing this. So it was a pretty big deal. I'm pretty sure I had that like little helicopter Spangler. That might have been one of the ones I had. But yeah, I mean, Ecto Glow, Slimed Heroes. There was a lot of things. And
Mickey,
we
Mickey,
yeah,
hold your headphones. Okay? I'm about to give you some whiplash.
All right.
This is one of the few times I am perfectly 100% okay with glow in the dark figures.
Well, it's Ghostbusters.
It makes sense. Now, I'm not okay with the fact that Hasbro in their new re-release and Plasma series, they've done this again.
Yeah.
I think it works in 3/4 scale. It does not work in 6 and 6.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, not a fan of that.
Yeah. But if you're a completist, you're gonna have to have them all.
I can only imagine what the Ecto Glow figures look like now, 30 years later, because that type of plastic with yellow. So.
Yeah, for sure. See if anybody's got any on eBay. It'd be interesting to know. Ecto Glow, Ghostbusters. Boom. Dang. There's like a bunch of updated versions of them. Can I see an old one? 1986 Spangler. Oh, yeah. Yalla. Still glows in the dark, though.
Amen.
Looks good, too. I actually kind of dig that. I like neon. The way it looks like neon colors when it glows in it. Because they have like bright pink and bright green on them, too.
And that's the funny thing. Like, I saw these at the new versions of them at New York, and they're so pale white, and I think that's what I don't like about them.
Oh, yeah.
Because the technology's gotten better in some regard, but yeah, it doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Because get off my lawn.
But there are some updated versions of the Real Ghostbusters from Mondo Toys that none of us can afford. They look awesome, though. I'll give them that. The legend lives on. The franchise continues. And they also did. I think it's cool. They come with the big, huge monster, like the Boogeyman comes with Egon, and like the pumpkin scarecrow thing comes with Venkman, and I can't remember what the other two come with. I don't think Ray's come out yet. I think he's on pre-order right now. So, but the other three have been released. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and again, I wish I would have got, again, trying to revive my nostalgia child. I wish I would have got the original line of the Plasma series, not the new era, but the original ones, and then the slime version, and then get this version. And I know they're going to be doing like the O-ring figures, like old school G.I. Joe figures, as like a 4-pack.
It's back there.
Yeah.
But I have them. It's the 4-pack of the O-ring G.I. Joe. Yeah. I mean, not G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe like figures for Ghostbusters.
Diamond Select has done.
Yes. They have.
They're all the hell over.
And also they've kind of continued this tradition. I didn't include it here, but like with the new Ghostbusters movies, they made those character figures kind of in the style of the real Ghostbuster toys, where they were 3 3/4 and they kind of look cartoonish, and they would come with like a cartoonish ghost or whatever from the movie. Yeah. So they keep it alive. They keep the vibe. Oh. Keep it
now,
going.
Where the Ghostbuster franchise is going to be going from here, we don't know.
Man,
let's be honest. We did have the Extreme Ghostbusters. It was a good show. I mean, I'm honestly one of the big franchises that pushed diversity as well in an animated series.
Yeah.
I would say. Then we had that big huge lull. We had nothing. We literally had nothing. We had, the new Empire or new era, whatever the heck it's called, Afterlife.
yeah. That was the rebirth, I guess.
That was a Ghostbuster thing. That was 100% a Ghostbuster.
Yeah.
And then we had
Frozen Empire. Which those guys are getting old, man. It's time to wrap it up.
Well, thank God Reitman's just rolling over in his grave about that.
Yeah. You wish Hasbro would do more reissues of the original toy line? I'm assuming you're talking about the real Ghostbusters toy line. So I don't know how far they've made it. I think they've made it to kind of like what Wave 2 would have been, maybe Wave 3, because they got to like the frightful features or whatever it was, where their eyes pop out, or their jaw drops or whatever.
They started on them. And the other big things, speaking of Hasbro, they have HasLab a lot of stuff out of the Ghostbusters franchise to see if it's worth doing. Like, I believe they did the Firehouse, and they've done a new Ecto 1. I believe they even did an Ecto 2, which are with their plasma lines.
Those were all movie centric, though, right? They weren't. Were they real Ghostbusters?
They weren't real Ghostbusters, but just Ghostbusters as a whole for the franchise.
So, it's still a huge. I mean, it's a big cultural base. Like, a lot of people love Ghostbusters. You go to cons, there's always the what is their kind of like the 501st for the Star Wars fans.
There's a whole community just of Ghostbusters. New York State, we have our own. The New York State Ghost.
I can't remember what. I feel like they have a name. I'm gonna look that shit up. But yeah. So it's still a thing. Even when they had that proton pack on HasLab, it was like $500-$600.
And why would you do that, considering everybody went to Spirit Halloween, got the $30 one, and made that thing look better than Hasbro's?
It ain't $30 now, because I went to Spirit, recently. It's like $150 for the proton pack.
I'm just saying in relation.
Yeah, I got you.
I mean, it was that darn good.
I recently, I wish I had found it or kept it. Recently, there was a kid made one out of cardboard that looked very, very good. Unless you got real close to it, you couldn't tell it was cardboard. Like close-up pictures, I'm like, okay, I see it. But from far away, he's wearing it, I was like, it looks like a proton pack. Legit. So
I think there's only one person out there in the maker community that has made the best proton pack and ghost trap and everything. If you ever get a chance, go over to Adam Savage Tested. This dude is a Ghostbusters fanatic.
Yeah.
He has rebuilt them over and over and over again. I think Hasbro would be smart in getting the plush line. Give me a Stay Puft plush. Give me a Slimer plush. Give me a Muncher plush. Maybe take an idea of what's the other one from Moose Jaw, Moose Head toys. Give me a squishiness like the Legends of Gujitsu. In a Hasbro plush of these characters.
That would be cool. Yeah,
right? Sure. Hasbro, hire me, dude. Just send me review toys. Not Power Ranger toys, because we're
it's kind of crazy. Plushes are kind of like the hot thing for my kids' generation. You know? And I'm like, do you want to get an action figure? They're like, no. I was like, but they want a plush. I was like, okay. You want a Sonic action figure, or do you want a Sonic plush? They want the plush. All right, fine.
Now, those type of plushes are through Squishmallow. I think Jazzware
Yes.
has Stay Puft at least. And
Yes.
I forget. But it's just all over the place.
Yeah.
You know,
I get what you're
just
saying, though.
just like when you release Vigo and all the things all over. We too are all over, and you know we hope that you enjoyed everything with this tonight. Oh, he's got his finger up.
You just hit me. I need, you know how Lego does like the wall art?
Mm-hmm.
I need either A, Vigo, or B, the painting at the end after they destroy him. the Da Vinci or whatever. I don't know what you would call it, where they're in the Roman attire. Like, dude, yeah, I'd pay big bucks for that.
Okay. He'll send his.
You're welcome.
He'll spend his money all over, and just like that, we're pretty much all over, folks. So make sure you're going to go online and you're going to check us out all over with comics, wrestling, movies, TVs, collectible. That's right. On nerdedition.com, you can check us out on all the great social medias over here. And as always, make sure you're liking, you are subscribing, you're dinging that thing, you make it ring, and you hit that bell for notifications. Then you smack that thumbs up and you let the GEO, Michael, know that we're doing our job and we're doing it well. Having that said, Nikki, it's been a while. Take us out.
All right. Hey, remember to be kind to yourself and don't just play for fun.
You play for keeps.
Have a good night.
I'm out.